It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Hopkins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a handoff here to his running back. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun, Hopkins, and that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a good burst push there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 45-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Couple, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The 30! And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Steelers 0.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And again, it's Mayfield.
They are not ready
the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Pittsburgh.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Hopkins eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hopkins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They're running it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got one. Check.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits Landry.
That's good.
We're unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Flush to his right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield now. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Parkey's kick is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
Number 24, Nick Chubb.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Hayward on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Mayfield looks to throw.
At the 24-yard line.
Left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Mayfield with the give to Nick.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Mayfield.
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Hopkins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hopkins able to hit his target, Claypool. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 3-yard pick.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking deep here for Ebron. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron. 57 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 21.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
And the Steeler first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The running 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another carry.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Operating from the gun, Hopkins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
A gain of 21 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him